because you're a family. Your kids are involved. You're inviting spirits into your home. Why you wanna invite spirits into your home? What good those spirits do to you? Huh? Spirits bring torment. Spirits bring evil. Spirits cause pain. Spirits cause torment. Why you want? Hey y'all, what's up? You know it's a girl Jojo Sam. If you have not subscribed to the channel as yet, please be sure to subscribe. Remember to like, leave comments down below, and click the bell to stay notified whenever Jojo Sam's channel creates and uploads another video. Also, be sure to head on over to my second channel, Jojo Sam's Cooking Channel, and this is the channel where I use this medium to showcase with you my culinary skills. So head on over, subscribe, like, share, leave comments down below on each contents that have been showcased or those that have been uploaded so far. And I also want you to head on over to my business. I'll leave the description for that in the description box down below. The link, everything. You can shop, support Jojo Sam's business. Alright people, as you have seen in the title below, we're gonna be talking about reasons why we shouldn't be celebrating Halloween. You know, Halloween is the time when we hear about dress up costumes, people going out to parties, kids trick-or-treating and all. But even though it seems like fun, there are many evil behind it. And I'm not just saying that from a Christian perspective, yes, that too, but I'm just speaking it from what I've been visualizing. Because to be honest, a lot of things people take really far, and it's so scary. Like, you'll be wondering, is this just a dress up, or is this really a witchcraft thing that people be doing? And kids are slowly becoming a part of it or becoming involved in it. So I just want to share it with you guys that, you know, Halloween is something that we just see as a time of dress up and a time of just collecting sweets and just the kids having fun. But I believe it's much more than that, and studies have shown it's much more than that. Because, you know, a part of society, we always like to just join in the fun, and sometimes we don't really know what the meaning of things are about. So today we're gonna be talking just about that. Reasons why Halloween should not be celebrated. Whether you're a Christian or not, I implore, do not celebrate Halloween. And here are a few reasons why I found out that it's not good to celebrate. So I saw this on the internet. It says, many in our secular society have believed Halloween is nothing more than a harmless festival, as mentioned below, that allows kids to collect sweets and dress ups. But it is a definite lie. It is deeply rooted in occult, and Christians should stay away from it. And these are some reasons why. October 31st is known as the Festival of the Dead. The Celtic tribes and their priests, the Druids, celebrate this day as a marker for the change from life to death. So this is basically saying that October 31 is a day where people who are strong or who practice witchcraft or occult or sorcery, they engage in it. And this is where they engage in things that are very conflicting with life and death. Halloween is performed usually by adherents of witchcraft to use the night for their rituals. Witches celebrate Halloween as the feast of Samhain. Halloween is the time when witches attempt to communicate with the dead through various forms of divination. So number 2 pointer, witches come out, they practice their sorcery, and these sorcery are to be used to communicate with dead, do every form of evil, and do all kind of stuff. So this ain't something to be playing with. People, you see them dressing up, this ain't something to be playing with. Once you dress up, it tells that you're a part of it. Once you dress up, it tells that you're practicing it. And you know the most ironic thing, some churches even practice Halloween, you know, and I'm like, what is this? You know what I mean? All right, now let's move on. 3. Christians should not be involved with occultic practice or divination. Note God's command against divination in Deuteronomy 18. Let's zoom in on Deuteronomy 18. In Deuteronomy 18, you know, story of the Israelites and how they had worshipped many other gods and stuff like that. So God was giving them decrees. God was giving them decrees and instruction that they should follow. So now let's read from Deuteronomy 18 verse 9 to 13. And it says, when you enter the land the Lord your God is giving you, do not learn to imitate the detestable ways of the nations there. Let no one be found among you who sacrifices their sons or daughters in the fire, who practices divination or sorcery, interprets omens, engages in witchcraft, or casts spells, or who is a medium of spiritists, or who consults the dead. Anyone who does these things is detestable to the Lord. Because of these same detestable things, the Lord your God will drive out those nations before you. You must be blameless before the Lord your God. So even though this was a command and instruction that was given to the Israelites in the Old Testament from long years ago, it still applies to us. The word of God, whatever it says, it is still saying what it needs to be said. And therefore we still must follow, even as the people of Israel followed when the instruction was given. So here God is telling the people, when you go and enter into that land, when you go and enter into that place, do not follow the practices of other people. Do not be sure to engage not in sorcery, witchcraft, all the wrongdoings, you know, because this is evil and this is not accepting of me. That's what God is basically saying. So he gave the word then and the people had to obey. He still now gives the word, and we even see it in his commands. In the commandment, he said, have no other God before me. You know, we should know better as people of God, but we don't. And we don't seem to care, even though we know the command of the Lord. You know the thing? Many of us don't even realize that we're putting ourselves in danger. You know what I mean? We put ourselves in danger because it's like, when we dress up, it's like we are inviting them to come into our homes. We're inviting them to be amongst our children. You know, when we allow our kids to be involved in trick or treat, we're welcoming spirits to come and be among our children, you know, and that's not good, because evil is nothing to be happy about being engaged in. Evil is something that only God alone can really help you when certain things start happening to you. So number 4, occultists believe Halloween is a time of transition between life and death. Some occult practitioners practice divination and believe you could learn the spirits of life and wisdom by lying on a grave and listen to the messages from the long departed. So this is basically saying Halloween is basically celebrated because occults, they believe that whenever Halloween is being celebrated, or whenever Halloween is not being celebrated, but whenever they do engage in an evil act, it's like they find it advantageous to them if they go and lie on graves, hearing from spirits and receiving wisdom and all of these things. Verse number 5. Occults also thought that spirits and ghosts left the grave during this night and would seek out warmth in previous homes. Vigilers, fearful of the possibility of being visited by the ghost of past occupants, would dress up in costumes to scare the spirits on their way. They would also leave food or treats at their door to appease the spirits so they would not destroy their homes or crops, but instead move on down the road. That is the real reason why kids dress up on costumes today and go door to door seeking treats. So here it is. It's explaining why kids do these things. So basically kids dress up for tricks or treat because here it's like occults were taught that spirits used to go and seek places where they could dwell, right? Seek places where they could live, some places that are warm, some places that are welcoming. So if it is that when they come, sometimes they would destroy their crops or their homes, so they would dress up in costumes to scare these spirits away. Occults also would try to scare away the spirits by carving a scary face into a pumpkin. So this is a horrible visage, and it is used to hopefully remove the spirit onto another home or village. So sometimes the villagers would use a lantern. Hence the name jack-o'-lantern. This is the origin of carving pumpkins at Halloween. So number 7, in some witchcraft covens, the closing ritual includes eating an apple or engaging in fertility rites. In the Bible, Genesis 3, eating a piece of fruit brought sin and death into the world. In witchcraft, eating an apple is symbolic of bringing life. The practice of bobbing for apples brings together two pagan traditions, divination and fertility ritual. You hear that, people? I need not say anymore. Number 8, public schools, especially in most first world countries, they're removing the significance of Christmas and many other festive celebrations that promotes Christ and the real meaning of Christ being born or came on earth. Number 9, participating in Halloween gives sanction to a holiday that promotes witches, divination, haunted houses, or other occultic practices. So number 9 is basically saying when you practice Halloween, you're giving sanction. You're giving permission that, hey, I'm a part of a holiday that is celebrating witches and divination and all these occultic practices. It's cool, so I'm celebrating with it. I'm just joining in the celebration. and number 10, Christians should avoid Halloween and develop creative alternatives. Churches should celebrate Reformation Day for October 31st instead of Halloween. They should not endorse or promote it. The Bible did say it, people. 1 Thessalonians 5:21-22. Test all things, hold fast to what is good, abstain from every form of evil. Test all things, people. Read up before engaging in it, because it can be doing good or evil. And most times, things like this, Halloween where we just saw, it does more evil than good. It actually does no good at all. You know what I mean, people? So keep yourself active by doing things that glorify God, and it is advantageous to yourself and your well-being. Don't be involved in things that you might be sorry you are involved in. You know what I mean? Because you're a family, your kids are involved. You're inviting spirits into your home. Why you wanna invite spirits into your home? What good those spirits do to you? Huh? Spirits bring torment. Spirits bring evil. Spirits cause pain. Spirits cause torment. Why you want these things among you? Why are you welcoming them by dressing up and being or looking like them? Why are you welcoming occultic practices? Why are you doing these things? Think about it, people. Think about it, people. Test all things. And be sure, don't involve in these things. Don't involve in these things. It is only for your good. Obey the commands of the Lord. Alright, people, thank you so much for choosing to watch this video. I know not everybody will be happy. I ain't happy for myself either, but I just felt like it's something worth talking about, because people are really lacking the knowledge of what it really is about. You know what I mean? Alright, people, be blessed, stay safe, and remember, do things that are for your good. Alright, people, and for your family's good.